Well, hello there, friend. I'm really glad you're back with us today. We'll be staying close to home again. There's still more to do around the hospital, and I've added in a few new mods I'm excited to try out. Just little things to make Sanctuary feel even more lived in. But today, something's weighing on Nora's heart. One of our settlers isn't doing so well. She's cold, shaking, and with the Sim Settlement 2 mod, that means she might be sick. It's a powerful mod with a lot of depth, and now we've got to rise to meet it. So we'll take our time. We'll check in on her today, tidy up the clinic a little more, and hopefully start making the space into something that can truly help people. It's quiet work, but it's full of care. So thank you for being here with me today. So, the one settler that we have, she's currently in the hospital right now. She was tidying some things up in here. I named her Tina. I was able to find a mod to change her name so she actually has a name now. So, everyone meet Tina, but she is, you can see she's shaken and just not seeming quite right. So, I'm a bit worried about Tina today. So, I am trying to figure out what the Sim Settlement 2 mod requires to help out our settlers. I went ahead and added in the little mayor desk here. We can manage our city and stuff. But in regards to diseases and stuff, I think we might need like disease cure. But I think she'll be okay for now. Oh, look, I found a mod that added in food for our animals, so it's actually filled up, and I'm quite excited about that. So the mods that I downloaded are just ones that give our settlers more life to them, and it's settlement markers. So there's like hundreds of markers that they've gotten from the game, and we can have our settlers do just about anything. So that's pretty cool. Even the kids have markers, so that's cool. We also have things for like outdoor stuff, hunters, and I think we can get some Brahmin. The little sand pit, look. How cute is that? It's for the kids. What is this? The Undertaker. Yeah, we'll have to set up a cemetery. I also downloaded a better bury mod so that we can actually bury our settlers a little bit better. So with the skeleton, let's go and look at him. I just meant to test this out, so I hope you don't mind that we are testing a few things out today. I went on a little bit of a shopping spree with finding mods. Oh my goodness. So let's see. He should... Yeah, so we can bury him now. And we are going to do a little bit better with our friend here. Let's move him somewhere. So I'm thinking this will be the graveyard. So there are some graves back here already. I wish they weren't so crooked, but that is a-okay. So we'll start getting some graves set up here, or maybe over here since we don't really know this guy. So we'll get him over here and really just take care of him as best as the game will let me as I float him around. Okay. I want him to face upward. He's kind of just floating around. Let's see what we can do here, friends. Look, it's crazy. He's like, he's on his own little axis. That's crazy. Okay, I think that's the best you want to do. Unless it's like I'm trying to spin him to be the other way. Just does not want him to face that way. Okay. Wait, I have an idea. I want him to fall backwards. He's gonna fall forwards. He's giving me a hard time. Okay, we'll do the best we can. Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. Okay. I might be able to... He's too heavy. Okay. So let's bury him. And there we go. I think I have enough room to eventually expand. Kind of afraid to pick this up. Let's see. There we go. Alright, so we have the grave all set up. Let's go ahead and mark this guy. I'm gonna figure out where those grave things were at. Miscellaneous. It was under like a specific thing, wasn't it? We might have to find it later. But yeah, we actually have a grave mod. And when our settlers die and stuff, we can have a spot for people to come and mourn them if they need to. Oh, here we go. That's a big cross. Okay. Well, we can put it on top. Kind of want to put it... Snaps to a grave. Okay, that's fine. Alright. And then we can put stuff inside their graves if we need to. But, able to mark their grave. And we can also put their names on it eventually. But yeah, that's our little cemetery we have started creating to allow the dead to have their peace. Okay. So I was trying to plan some things out. I haven't done anything other than kind of change some things around. I do want to work on this little clinic area. This is going to be a doctor's office room. So if someone comes in and they have a more minor injury, like, you know, like a cut, we can have the hospital assess their wounds and make sure they're not, you know, really bad. And then we can just discharge them if it's not too bad. If it's bad and their arm is barely hanging off of their body, we can take them to the more serious area of the hospital here, and they can get treated immediately. So that's the plan with this. I also set up this door. This will be our area for our medicine and just things that the hospital will need, but we don't want, you know, people having access to it. So it's locked behind this security gate, and the doctors and nurses can go in and grab whatever they need. And then we have our bathroom, which it needs some work, but ooh, one thing at a time. So I hope that you're liking my little doctor's office. I'm having so much fun decorating it. I also wanted to make things a little easier on myself. And I have such an issue with power in this game. It's not my favorite thing to set all the wires up and everything. It ends up just looking a little too messy for my for my gameplay and how I like things to look. So I went ahead and downloaded this little fuse box, and it's got all the power that is able to be in the sanctuary. So if you guys look up at the power, it's at almost 1,000, and that is the max power that you get on settlements. So this thing is able to power everything in sanctuary without any wiring. So everything is working, and it just keeps me from having to worry about wiring. But our little recruitment beacon here needed to be powered, so I'm actually going to turn this on because I want more settlers to start coming in. We need to have people start working on farming and get some people in here to start planning out different roles that we can fill, and we can go from there. But I wish I knew how to help our poor settler Tina. I know that she is not feeling great. I looked up to see why they might be doing that, and that might be the cause to her issue. Yeah, see, she's just acting really weird, and it keeps them from doing work. So, we really need to figure this out. So it's kind of funny that we started building the clinic. We just don't have a good resource to help her out just yet, so I might need to see if I can craft some medicine. I'm crafting armor, backpack, chemistry, cooking. Nuka-Cola mixers. So it might be just a chemistry station, which we have one hidden away behind the house over here. I need to move it because I'm all the time running over here to mess with something with a mod. And I have to run all the way over here. So I think it would make a little more sense to move it. So let's see if there's like a disease cure or something. I want to see, I can only make buff out and stuff, but is there like, yeah, like healing. Yeah, healing. Okay, I'm not. Refreshing beverage. Right away. Yeah, they can get like all kinds of diseases. Let's see. Like, I wish I could see what she's got going on. So nothing on the chemistry station. It wouldn't be a bad idea to possibly look this up real fast so that I can like figure out what we would need to fix her. So let me do a little bit of reading. I'll have her come in here and maybe we can look through the files and see what they might say, since, you know, Nora isn't a doctor and nor is Tina here, so we'll bend down here, read these files, and possibly see what's going on with Tina. Okay, from what I have gathered, there are, we could go to Diamond City and procure a item there. Oh, we have somebody else here. Hello. How are you?
Crop's coming in pretty good.
Alright, so I think she has moved into. That's wonderful. We'll have to figure out a name for her. But we can also make ourselves a... We need a cooking station. Actually, we have one up here. So we can make a disease cure, but if I can't make one, since I think it requires a bunch of items, we might be able to set our journey today. Yeah, here it is. Oh my gosh. 3 carrots, 1 gourd, 1 melon, 1 purified water, and some razor grain. Okay. Whew. That's a lot. I don't want her to die. And I'm worried that we may lose her. Also, it doesn't help that we really don't have any food. So maybe I can set up some crops. Yeah, look, we have 0 food. Things are just not too great here, but that is okay. So it required some melons. Let's see what else it required. It required razor grain. Like, razor grain was the big thing. Small trees. I don't think there's anything here. Botanist. Can't remember how you go about making food. Resources, food. We need to have a carrot, gourds, and melons and stuff. So, you know, it probably wouldn't be bad for us to take a bit of a break today, since we do have a bit of an emergency here. I hope I have enough money. 184. So since one of our settlers isn't doing so well, and I don't want it to spread, we'll go over to Diamond City, I think. So sometimes things just don't go according to plan, and you've got to be ready to go and take care of some things. Should I bring dog meat with me? I think I'll take dog meat with me. See if he's ready to go with us. He loves this little doghouse. Hey there, buddy.
Hey, boy.
Come on.
Come on, boy. It's time to go.
Alright, so we got dog meat with us. I bet he is so excited to go. Look how cute he is. Oh, he found something. What is it? Oh, something in here? We haven't been in here yet. It's a disaster in here. What did he find? Oh, the safe?
Locked tight.
I can't get it just yet, buddy. Hey, a fishing rod. I wonder if that's what he's showing me. Well, you found me a fishing rod. Good job. So when we get back, we have something forward to something to do. So look forward to possibly trying to fish. That should be fun. All right, there, dog meat. Let's see if I can get a different outfit going here. This is my sanctuary outfit. So let's see if I can find something to go out on the town with. Something that might give me a little more protection. So let's see what I can craft over here on my chemistry station. Let's see. Got all sorts of outfits. Summer mechanic. I actually think that's what we're wearing now. We don't want anything too, you know. I do have those dresses. I might be able to wear one of those dresses. These will take a lot of my cloth, so let's see. Let's see if I got something that I can put on. T-shirt, slacks. Hey, it's kind of like one of Nate's old outfits. Might be a little too casual. About a green dress. I mean, it's alright. And I think the mechanic thing's gonna be the best thing. It's not bad. It just kind of says we're we're just a humble little mayor of our settlement. Yeah, this will work. It's fine. But I will put this bandana on. What was that noise? Sound like someone talking. So I've put Codsworth in charge. We're going to set our sails toward Diamond City. So things are going to get a little chaotic as we make our way to the center of the Commonwealth here. So we'll have to be prepared. And we will, we have dog meat with us, so we're not. He can kind of alert us of things. Let's pull up the pit boy here. So Diamond City is about, is it like right here? I think it's about right here. You know, I kind of know my way with my photography memory here, so I'm good with directions, but not when I'm looking at a map. So we'll make our way towards Concord. We will totally avoid the Museum of Freedom because I don't want to talk to Preston. Nothing against Preston, but you know how he is. He's probably looking around for me. And also I left our old friend the stranger behind, so he's still waiting on me over there too. I'm not just ready to commit to going in there and fighting raiders just yet. And you know what, friends? That is absolutely a-okay. It's a very foggy day today. This is the farthest we have ever gone. And as we continue going south, it will be the farthest we have ever gone. Hey, is that trash can Carla? It is.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Diamond City? Where's that?
Directions. Figures. Just keep going until you see the skyline. Cross the river. You'll find the Great Green Jewel just inside the city limits.
Oh, hello there, cutie pie. You guys go on many adventures, don't you? Well, she can head to my settlement if she'd like to. I hope she's heading there now. Wouldn't be bad to have her head to our settlement. I do want to avoid the diner. There's a little bit of conflict happening over there. And it usually turns out to cause us to be in some... Uh-oh. It ends up being a gunfight, so... Oh, the sweet blood bug above. I think we're pretty good with sneaking. But if we start getting shot at, I'm just going to start running. We need to survive in order to keep our sanctuary safe. Uh-oh. Oh, we got some raiders up there. You know what's funny? When I turned this on tonight, I was like, alright, we're going to start working on some things. I got some new mods and stuff. We get to decorate. Doesn't mean that decorating is totally out of the picture today. But we do need to assess our like our settlers' health and stuff, since, I feel like I am responsible for that. And I just want to take care of people. I think that's really important. That's been my motto. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Jump. I'm glad I brought Daphne with me. Some of you were asking me why I don't use VATS. To be honest, I love shooting in this game. It's better shooting mechanics than in, Fallout 3 and New Vegas. And I really enjoy shooting in this game. Always have. We got a very broken but very cool set of power armor in here. It's powered right here, but it's an advanced terminal. What would be cool is if I set up my old PS4 and I showed you guys some of my settlements that I built long ago when this game first came out. And I was collecting all the power armors, and I enjoy this game so much. I'll have to set up the old PS4.
This isn't anything like training. Shooting at plywood. How's that supposed to get me ready for—
You're mine now, rookie.
Oh, I don't mean that.
Off of me.
Oh, I feel terrible. She just buried a friend or many friends. Oh, I'm not going to take from them. But I might as well as finish her job here. I'm sorry. I should have left you alone. I'm going to take this flower though, because I can't seem to find any kind of flowers in these games. But I went ahead and helped her out with that. So if you just continue south from Sanctuary, you will eventually end up at the Great Green Jewel over there. So we'll continue on. We are going to encounter people with bad intentions. We'll just move on and allow them to live in this world too. But in order to protect ourselves and survive, we'll have to do what we can. And unfortunately, that means drawing out our gun. We got the quest to go help Paladin dance. We have to go and maybe help him. But that's going to be a lot of feral ghouls that we're going to have to take care of. There's somebody with an eyebot. Can you continue on this way? And while we're out here, since I was kind of running low on things, I'll be able to pick some stuff up. Let's look at all these shelters. Okay. I have never been successful in this game to get the perfectly preserved pie. Will today be the day? No. That is unfortunate. I think I'll try one more time. I'm always afraid to open these, because sometimes there are traps set up in these things. Okay, let's try one more time. Nope. Darn. Maybe next time. another pretty dress in there. Ooh, another board game.
Yes.
It's called Escape the Thugs. An old vintage board game. I love that. Just love collecting stuff. Grenades. Another Molotov. Alright, we gotta be careful because there are landmines on this road. I think it's a little further to the city here. Oh, they're almost dead, whoever that is. It's got a cute little iBot with him. It's playing music. Oh, everybody's got little iBots and little bots with them. That's cute. There's a little fisherman hut. Ooh, that radiation. Let's see, will any of this help with our... Will welding goggles help with the radiation? Oof. Kinda. It's not great. I wonder what's in there. There's a red chest in there, which might have some pretty good stuff. I don't know about a dog meat. Oh, you guys hear that shooting? That actually might be Paladin Dance with the ghouls. I think I'll let him deal with that. Dog meat, you keep making this sound that sounds like somebody talking. Can you make sure I'm going the right way? Yeah, I think it's this bridge right here, and then is this Diamond City, this big area? We're getting there. Let's just enjoy the journey there. Let's see if I can find those landmines. Hey, it's the Jaws boat. So many things that, you know, when you haven't played a game, I said it in the last video, when you come back and you see something that you haven't seen in a while, just that nostalgia that creeps in. So good. Okay, watch out for the landmines. Maybe they're closer over there. Alright, friends, we're getting closer to where we need to be. I do believe there are raiders in here, though. Alright, dog meat, let's be quiet, okay? We have to put up a fight, unfortunately. It's a little bit scary. The wreck of the USS Riptide. I don't hear anybody. Oh, yep, I see them down there. They're on a shipping thing, which might have some really cool stuff. But we'll just ignore them for now. Like I said, we're gonna just view this as we're just passing through. Don't mind us. Oh. Alright, dog meat. Let's be careful. So, that sound that you're hearing, is the Diamond City security fighting off some super mutants, I believe. Somehow there is a super mutant hideout next to Diamond City, and it is quite the problem for their security. So I do apologize for the sounds that you're about to hear. Not very relaxing, but this is the wasteland for you. You might need to go while they're distracted. Oop, they got mutants, hounds. Go, 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 go. Oh my lord. Everything's fine. We made it, friends. To Diamond City. Let's put up our weapon. Here we
What
are.
do you mean you can't open the gate? Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here, for crying out loud.
I got orders not to let you in, Miss Piper. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job.
Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means keeping me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
Ugh. You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan. I live here. You can't just lock me out.
Poor Piper.
You want into Diamond City, right?
I just got here, but yeah.
Shh. Play along. What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right. No need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff.
Alright. Thank you there, Piper.
You first.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Alright, let me take off my bandana, just so I don't seem as menacing. Oh goodness, Piper's in trouble.
Piper, who let you back inside? I told Sullivan to keep that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. The level of dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that printer
Is that a
scrapped for
statement, Mr.
parts.
McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? Because the mayor's threatened to throw free speech in the dumpster.
This really isn't any of my business.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, miss. No. You look like Diamond City material. Welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money, settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
I'm sure your city's a great place.
Yeah, greatest house of cards in the Commonwealth. Until the wind blows.
Now, was there anything particular you came to our city for?
Just looking for something.
Oh, what is it you're looking for?
That's my business.
Well, whatever you do, don't bother going to Diamond City Security for help.
I've had enough of this, Piper. From now on, consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. A big Diamond City welcome from the mayor. You feel honored yet? Look, I gotta go get settled in, but, stop by my office later. I have an idea for an article you'd be perfect for.
Alrighty. lots of drama, but I got stuff that I need to do. So let's go on to Diamond City. Well, here we are, friends. Diamond City. I haven't seen this place in a long time. So we're going over to this clinic over here to see if they have any disease cures, and hopefully that don't cost too much.
Anyone is one of those
Hello.
things. It's that secretary.
A new file to open.
Her and
Do you have a legitimate medical concern? Or is this about our facial reconstructive services?
Actually, I need some supplies for the road.
I suppose I could spare some stim packs.
Alright, let's see. He's got 9. Are they 243 apiece? Okay, there's 73 caps. Ugh. I can get 2. Is there anything that I can give him in return to make up for that? Does he want a grenade? I don't really have much of anything that he would want. All of this stuff is kind of important. Alright. Wait, what was that? Man, these are expensive, these binocular batteries. Okay, well, I think we're good. Man, that was a hefty price I just had to pay.
you nick McDonough with your razor, he'd bleed. Don't mean nothing.
Okay. Well, do we hang around for a little bit and see what they got going on?
Cares about you. All your
Oh, got a guy here selling stuff. Did I just spend a lot on that? Hey there.
Prescriptions filled right here. Anything you need.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Chems for a balanced lifestyle.
Okay, he's gonna sell chems. Yeah. Don't need any of this. The blood packs are good. He's got stim packs and right away and Radix. Golly. But it's gonna have to wait because I just spent all my money on a disease cure.
I hear there's a bar
Okay, I don't want to hang around Diamond City too long. I know we made our journey all the way here, but we do need to get back to take care of my my follower or my settlers. So let's head on back and let's go take care of our sanctuary. Where did dog meat go? There you are. I guess they wanted to keep him out here. I was gonna close the door for him, but I guess they want it open. Alright, dog meat, we came here for what we needed. Now we are going back home.
Groups are carving up conch like Christmas turkey.
So this was a good little adventure here. We were able to afford for 2 disease cures, which is great. I hope that this will be enough for my settlers. They killed all the mutants over here? No, they didn't. That answers that question. Let's just ignore them. Yep.
Diamond City firepower, you green uglies!
Oh my gosh. I was gonna go and look, but, you know, that told me everything I needed to know. Does that go into... Oh, it's chained. I was going to look for some supplies, but it's best not to. Come on, dog meat. I'm getting a little sidetracked, but that's okay. Okay. That's what's so cool about the wasteland is just how much stuff there is to look at. It's so much fun. But I do need to head back home to give them this disease cure, and I just hope that it's enough. Because this wasn't easy. I love that I brought Dog Meat with me. He's just so cute. He's able to help me out with stuff. And I just think it's... this is creepy.
Help! Raiders jumped us. You gotta help.
You know, he was coming up behind me like he was gonna rob me. Raiders are attacking me and then just walks off nonchalantly. To me, that felt like a bit of a trap, but I don't know, he might actually have needed some help, but I think we'll continue on with our journey. So, this wasn't too bad of a trip, actually. Knowing your way does have its perks, so there's not too many enemies if you can avoid it. Going over to Diamond City. Gosh. It's a lot of gunfire, isn't it? I mean, there are tons of ghouls that you have to fight over there. Oh gosh, oh gosh. See a ghoul. They're so creepy, aren't they? So creepy. I'll do everything in my power to avoid them. Unfortunately, I haven't found too many supplies. But that is just, it's fine. It's okay. Thing is I'm kind of just making a beeline straight from Sanctuary to Diamond City. So that's why we haven't found as many items as we usually do. I guess I'm just seeing this journey as, you know, a necessary one, but one of great importance, so I need to stay responsible and protect myself in order to help others. Let's see. We're almost there. Yeah, we're getting there, friends. You know when this bridge makes that noise that we heard? Yeah, that one. It's such an eerie sound, but it's like those broken bridges are making like music, or it's like calling for help. It's really, really strange, but I kind of like how eerie it sounds. It's just that strong wind makes it creak. All right. What house is this? Shall we check it out? Is that someone in there? Yeah. Okay, that's their house. Not gonna bother them. I actually think they're okay NPCs. We will leave them alone. What's in here? Oh my. See a body in there. So I got a terminal. It's a novice lock, but I think I'll leave it alone. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. Dog meat, I'm just so proud of you. Been protecting me and keeping an eye out for me. It's been a good little adventure. And I want to thank you for being here too. Let's see where we're at. Okay, we're getting there. Gotta follow this. There's the diner over there. What'd you find? This is someone's camp. Duct tape. Good job, buddy. I'm not sure who this belongs to. It might be those guys that are over there bothering the diner. Alright, we've made it to Concord. Such a lovely sight to see. That's how you know that you're almost home. Alright, let's do a little cut through. So I was looking up to see if this game replenishes supplies over time. And I got a lot of different conflicting answers for that. Supposedly, if you don't check a container after 30 days, it can replenish supplies like stim packs and stuff. But I'm not sure if that's true or not. Because I often wonder, what if you search everything? Does it replenish the items back? Is there always items to be found in this game? I want to say yes. Or do we have to eventually just craft the items? I never tested this out, so I'm sure somebody out there knows. Alright. We made it back home. That was a good little trip. Only had to pull out the gun a couple of times. But man, it's good to be back home. So I hope that this disease cure is going to help them with their illness, and it hasn't like gone to a stage at which they can't be saved. And it can also spread, so dog meat, come here, buddy. Where are you going? Where are you going? He's like, I'm going back to my doghouse.
Hey. How you doing, buddy? Why don't you wait at home, boy?
Oh, easy, baby. You go get some well-earned rest. Okay, let's see how many people have arrived here. Oh, Trash Can Carla's here. Wonderful. So glad she's here. That means she should start showing up every now and then. That's a good way to get items, is she actually replenishes items. Okay, let's find Tina. Let's see if we can help her out.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, thank you for working on that.
Yeah?
Alright.
I just need to trade gear with you.
Okay.
Let's see if this will work. Give disease cure. Did that help you? She's not shivering anymore. I think she's better now. Oh, wonderful. Oh, good. That actually helped. Okay. I'll hang on to this disease cure. Oh my god, watch and see if Trash Can Carla has one. Let's see.
Yes?
Hey, Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
You break it, you buy it.
Okay, she usually has, like, lots of good stuff. But she doesn't have a disease cure. But yeah, look, she has shipments of stuff. It's a lot of money, but she's actually really good to have. So we're always happy to see Trash Can Carla. Thank you, Carla. All right. We saved my follower, or my settler, Tina. So let's throw this disease cure in here. I will put this, we need to set it up. Let's go ahead and get the, I do have a spot where we can put medicine. Let's go ahead and throw an important chest in here. Alright, so this is where we keep our medicine. I might just, do we really want to keep stuff inside of a safe? I do want to eventually have, like, here, let's see. Should have brought the disease cure up here, that's okay. Oh, jeez. So containers, what is something that we could put medicine inside of? Furniture, containers, like a safe isn't bad, but we do eventually want it to be realistic, if that makes sense. Like a place where medicine can be housed. Like, I think sometimes medicine needs to be put in, like, a certain thing. So, like a refrigerator, perhaps? Hollowed out rock. Yeah, we might just throw medicine inside of the safe. Since it can be locked up. And it can't be accessed. Unless it's from a doctor. Okay. I think the safe is fine. Alright, let's go grab some disease cures. And I don't have to run all the way over here if we have someone in dire need of a disease cure. It's just all housed in sanctuary. Doctor or hospital. Okay. And a disease cure. Okay. And then I might throw some extra stim packs in there. Off of Nora. So that we have some in here too, and we can start having the collection be built up. Okay. Let's open the safe and let's throw in some stuff. So disease cure. I'm not going to put the jets or mentats in there. I don't want things to get mixed around. But right away, I'm going to give them, we'll keep 5 in there. I actually think that's all that we need to put in there. Jet, we'll just put all the chems in there. That's fine. We will organize it later on. But now we have stuff put away, and that's locked too.
Busted.
Okay. Oh, not you two. She's sick now? Ah.
Huh?
I hope you're feeling better, Tina. Now I've got to use all my, all of my disease cures. I guess she must have gotten whatever Tina had.
Nobody has enough to eat. Can't you do something to help?
I'm so sorry. It's a lot here in Sanctuary.
Let's trade.
Sure.
Okay, so now she's sick. I hope that we can put a stop to this. Okay, I hope you feel better. I wish I could assign them to sleep. Can I assign them to beds? I wish I could put them on sleepy time.
Got it.
You sleep. And you sleep here.
Sure.
Just so I can monitor to see how they're doing. Okay. So their pathfinding is going to be great. I think there are some mods that can be used to fix their pathfinding. So they might seem a little stuck right now. That's just how this game is half the time. It's okay, they usually fix themselves. Okay. So let's go around and do a little more cleanup today. I want to thank you so much for going along with me to Diamond City. That was a big portion of this video. And I want us to, so that was a bigger portion of this video. So I do want to take some time to actually have some comfy, cozy moments here. So thank you so much for helping me take care of my settlers. So we are now going to spend the rest of this beautiful evening here. And we're going to try to clean up a little bit. We finished the houses over here. So we're going to leave their house alone. So let's finish up cleaning these houses. It's kind of alarming when you walk in and when we walked into that other house to look at whatever dog meat was showing me how dirty everything is. It kind of caught me by surprise. So I don't think I've been in here to look. So let's see what we can find. Another coffee pot. I'm happy to know that they loved coffee here in Sanctuary Hills. No, there's not too many things in here, is there? This house was pretty picked clean. Oh wow, there's just some psycho in there. I also need to not forget to clean up the backyards as well. I need to do that too. But I kind of see that as some grounds work that we need to spend a day doing. Okay, I think did I clear this house? I think it's one of the first ones that we checked out, but probably didn't check everything. Okay, this one's pretty cleaned out too. They had a little garage area where it looks like someone did a lot of work. Did we check this house? A kitchen scale, nice. Ooh, a single bottle cap in here, that's fun. Oh yeah, this one has a tension trigger on this safe. I've never had this thing blow up. Can it blow up? Well, I was able to disarm it. I do need to level up because we are trying to get level 2 of the local leader, but we have to be level 14. Oh, that sucks. That's okay. It's not a big deal. We are level 5, so we're getting there, but we I just have to hold off on some things in the settlement building. Like there's some things that you have to either be level 15 and get the level 2 local leader perk in order to be able to build some things, so that's why it's just a little bit upsetting, but it's alright. So with this house, I've always seen this house as a little food kitchen. And for that reason is because when you first arrive here in the Commonwealth, you come here and you see this cooking station. And I always just thought, they thought this was cozy enough to sit down and be able to enjoy a meal here. So I do see this as a nice place to set up some like a soup kitchen. We can call it like the Cinder Block Cafe or something like that. So we'll see what we can do there. Start designing that and working on the plans for our little Cinder Block Cafe. That's so much fun. And it's like the first house you see, So I think that's it's always been something I enjoyed doing. So the Cinder Block Cafe should be here in Sanctuary Hills in the near future, so that's exciting. So we might as well just go ahead and start clearing it out since we do have plans. We do need to finish our hospital, or at least get it to where it is functional. Not that it's not functional now. Just that. Oh god, did I delete? Okay, so the foundation's still good. Just that it needs to, we at least need to have someone be a doctor, so maybe until we can find our doctor, the hospital isn't deemed workable just yet. And also with the SimCity, or Sim Settlement mod, you can set up clinics for the settlers to actually go and heal. So if they get hurt or, like we just had a disease outbreak happen, I'm hoping that they can go and take care of it on their own. And all that they would really need for us is to, supply them with stim packs and disease cures. I think the one thing that I really enjoy is when you can make a little city like this, or a little settlement, and it becomes self-sustaining. I think that is so fun. But this game does have its moments, and sometimes the AI isn't... It can't really figure out what's going on. So, not that it's not going to be completely self-sustaining, but just feel like it's alive and people can, take care of themselves. Even if that might mean that they need a little assistance on the way. That's what I'm here for. Okay, I've done good with not deleting the foundation. Alright, so the cinder block cafe is almost cleared out. And it's almost ready for the planning process, so. What I'm hoping for is that my settlers are following directions and actually lying down. They're hard-working settlers, so they might not be resting. I'm going to leave the adorable Captain Cosmos poster here. We can probably use this as like a staff room, or allow our chef to live in their little cafe. And this can be their room. And this will be the restrooms. This will be a big area for, we'll put the counter here. Put some food and stuff. This will be the kitchen. So we'll have kitchen stuff where they can work. Do all the food preparations. Put a counter here for people to order. We'll have some tables and stuff. And one thing that I love to do is I love to kind of screen this porch in. So we'll have like a little screened in area for them to eat outside if they want to. Get some fresh air. So we will screen the back porch in. And I think that's a really good idea. And I can't wait to go ahead and utilize that here in the future. So that is cleared out now. Do we need to put a door on it? Might as well just put a door on it and lock it up. It kind of tells me when we approach a structure, we know that we've been there. So on all the houses, I am putting the mesh door, but since this will be our little cafe, should we put a little diner door? Let's see how this... Yeah, we don't want it going that way. I always grab the wrong one. Okay, let's... This one, it's kind of hard to tell which way it needs to go, so... Let's see. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Almost perfect. Almost. There's also something that I want to show you guys that's absolutely a must in night games especially, is to have such an issue. Well, this game technically has the issue of your settlers not closing the doors behind them. So I can actually set up these door sensors. Oh, this one's cool because it's auto, but we have to have nuclear material. But I have this little door closing mechanism. So it will automatically close the doors. And I'm bad about not closing the doors too. But if we just put this little guy somewhere near this door, he will help me keep it shut. So, I'm sure you guys have witnessed this, but I highly recommend it if you want your doors to be closed at all times. So, it's about, yeah, it's like 20 seconds, 15 to 20 seconds. So, it will actually close the doors, and thank goodness for that. Because the settlers are super bad about not shutting doors, so that just keeps it closed. See, look, I forgot to shut it, but that's just so amazing. Alright, let's go ahead and finish our cleanup. I'm giving my settlers some time to finish up whatever they're wanting to finish. But I do need them in bed. Actually, I think I've downloaded a mod, and a lot of the mods that you can download are very tedious and they have a lot of depth to them. So that means that you have to actually read, and I guess you have to kind of just try out the mods and see how things work. Have some hands-on experience with seeing how it works in your game. But I actually have a mod that we can use to set up our settlers to have their own individual schedules. So with like Tina, I might want her to wake up earlier than another settler. So we will look at that and see how it works. But for right now, it just seems like it's too much to try to figure out right now, and that is okay. Because with Sim Settlement, it is also a very in-depth mod, so in order to keep this cozy and keep it fun, we will take our time and work on it together. So to me, that seems like it's a lot of fun because we get to actually sit down and learn something together. So with this house that I'm working on, I'm not sure what I see this house as. It's not like every house has to have some kind of, role it has to play. This house might just be one for storage. This house might be one that's, ends up being like a school. Or what can be like another thing that we could see this house being? We do need just a normal doctor's office. So, one that has like multiple rooms, maybe? So, does this one have... Yeah, this one has the same layout as the one that our hospital is at, so this might actually be something else. This could be... this could end up being like a jail place to keep our settlers safe in case, there's just bad things that happen. So, we'll have to see. Like I said, it doesn't need to be this extremely daunting thing. So let's go ahead and throw up a door on this one. We will go ahead and put up another mesh door on this one. Let's see, will I get this door right the first time? I haven't had a good little track record here, so let's see. Ah, she did it. Oh my god. Amazing. Alright, so that house is now clear. Let's go ahead and lock it. I need to go up here and lock the cafe. There we go. Alright, so 2 houses down. I know I left the computer and everything there. We might be able to read through those things. Should we read that terminal? Does it have anything in it? Also, whose house is this? Let's read it. This is the Hawthorne house, which I looked on the Fallout Wiki, and I believe the guy that lived here was a chems dealer? A ledger. Let's see if I can... Oh god, it's the password hacking thing. Not very good at this.
Got it.
Oh, got it. Okay, so we're in the business of happiness. Sanctuary Hills. Okay, so it has all the families in here. Okay, so this guy was pretty much just a Kim's dealer here at the Hawthorne family. That whole thing is just full of everybody wanting drugs. And, you know, he was the guy for it. So, that was the Hawthorne family. Very interesting. I was reading the wiki and that's what I pretty much gathered about him. He's like the only real fleshed out character here in Sanctuary. So, it's interesting. Did they really have all those Kims in pre-war? Or did a writer come in here and start to make Kims and work on the computer? It's hard to know what the intention was with the Hawthorne guy, but oddly enough, a lot of the families here in pre-war stuff is just, you know, kind of up in the air. It's almost hard to keep track of all the lore that goes on, and that's okay. It's what's so fun about lore is, you know, there's so much to learn. And sometimes you forget things, and then, you know, when you do remember, you're like, oh yeah, that whole, like, mystery of who that was who that character was. But to be honest, that guy had all the names of everybody here in town, so that had to be pre-war lore. It's very confusing. I didn't know that they had Psycho and all of that before the apocalypse. I thought those things were created during the apocalypse. Okay. I think that's cleared. What's interesting about this house is it actually really should have moved that rad roach. That's okay. This one actually has a door on the side so that there's a big backyard. So this actually might be our school, since the kids can go to recess back here and they don't have to really leave the school. So I think this will be our school, since there's a big area to set up for the kids. Okay, let's go ahead and throw some doors on these. And put a door here. This one's interesting because I don't know which way I really want it to face. If it opens, it's gonna face ours, so I think I want this one. Okay, let's see if I did that right. I did. Okay. Go. And this one we will. Try to get this door set up. Did she get it right? No, she did not. That's okay. We'll deal with it later. I want to move this rad roach. I hope over time those flies will go away. But we will let the rad roach rest over there. I think the flies eventually go away. Alright, we have one more house to clear out today. Now this one is another one that I never really know what to do with. And that's okay. I think what's cool is that these things can be figured out over time when we think that we need some room for something. It's gonna feel really good when we get all this garbage cleaned up. Just gonna feel like I actually did it, you know? And we should have more, or we actually should have more materials to build stuff with, which is another reason why I am doing a lot of cleanup today, is because I'm starting to run low on steel and cloth to build with, so this should have replenished everything that we needed for building, which is great. Also, with Trash Can Carla's Brahmin, I can set up a little trough for him to eat out of. I hate for that poor Brahmin to be hungry. And it deserves something to eat after having to carry all of the stuff that Trash Can Carla finds. So if he's still there, I will I'll get him a little trough set up. We're almost there, friends. We're almost there. Alright, so I believe we just finished cleanup in Sanctuary. At least for inside the houses. So let's throw a door on this bad boy. And we will go and take care of Trash Can Carla's Brahmin. I bet this is going to be wrong. I think with how much I spend in this menu and looking at these doors, I would know which door goes which way. But I got it on the first try. Alright, Brahmin. Let's find you a place to eat. I don't know if it's under the Northland mod. This is mostly just stations for the workers. Miscellaneous. Yeah, Brahmin feeding trough. Oh, it needs some razor grains. I could give him some water. This will actually produce water for Sanctuary. Okay. You want some water there? There you go. I don't know if he'll actually go over there and drink, but at least it's there. That would be really cool if he decided to. Yeah, that's for you. You go right ahead. Oh, bless its heart, is so sweet. He's like, I'm ready to go. Hi there. Oh, I got you some water if you want it, okay? Just so precious. Alright, let's go in and see what my settlers are up to. How much you want to bet that they're still working? What time is it? Let's see. Is that almost? Yeah, it's almost midnight. Oh my gosh, they're just sitting here. They're sitting in midair.
The farm's not much, but it's something.
Well, you guys are really sitting down. You're floating in the air.
Can we trade a few things?
Sure thing.
That's okay. She's magical. Alright, as long as you guys are enjoying yourselves. Oh, is she going to bed? It's bedtime, it's bedtime. Okay, since they are sick, they're having to sleep in the hospital. Can you reach your bed? This is almost like a test to see if they can reach their bed. The AI is trying to compute. Lots of ones and zeros. Can you figure out how to reach your bed? I just love it. Well, at least it looks like they're feeling better. Super happy about that. Okay. So, we are, got some things that I want to look at in my room, to be exact. So, we're ending the day in my little house here. So, I found some things on Nexus Mods that can kind of help with management and keeping track of where everything is. Now, where this is in this mod, or in the game to be exact. I could tell you, actually, it might be under wall decorations. Lettering, maybe? So, you can label in the game, but there was another one that added in different looking signs. I'm not sure where it'd be at. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it just looks like we taped it on there, which is super cute. And over time, when we do set up a storage, this one may have different, dog apparel and eyewear and headgear. It's just really simplified, where different pieces of armor will be at, instead of just being like, all armor is in this one. Well, we can like specify what type is in what container. So I found this to be super cool. Yes, for settlers or our companions and just anybody. So I liked how you could really specify. So like to save, to sell. It's just super, super cool. And it will eventually, when things start to get a little more confusing in all the containers, I'm hoping that this will help. Which is super cool. So I don't know, is there one that says like my stuff? Like my stuff. Don't you bother my stuff. We can just put to save. So look here, we can just slap it on the front of this. And it just looks like we taped it there. I love it. It's so much fun. I love that. It's just the little things, that you can do in this game that makes me smile. It's just so much fun. Well, that was quite a day, wasn't it, friends? We made it to Diamond City, and we actually found what we needed to help our settlers, and we actually made it back safely in Sanctuary. I had hoped we'd get a little more decorating done in the hospital today. Add a few warm touches and maybe even set up another chair or two. But that'll just have to wait. Sometimes just showing up and doing what you can is enough. We made progress, even if it doesn't look like much yet. And I think that's okay. I want to thank you so much for spending this quiet time with me. We'll keep going little by little. As always, there's no rush. Don't forget to take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time.